Another thing I wanted to bring up, and I'll be very brief on interview etiquette because not a lot of you are looking. There's a few things that I think are rules of thumb, and I think pretty much everyone here knows. If you're going to interview somewhere, wear a suit. You know, if you're going to interview somewhere and you've never been to that particular part of town, I mean, here we're all downtown, so we pretty much know where we're going, but if you're going to Coral Gables, which I find very confusing, do a dry run. Go and see where it is, like after hours, so you have an idea of where you're going to be. I mean, Google is great. Like I knew where this place was, I knew I'd seen it, but I couldn't really remember, so I did like a street view of it. I was like, okay, here it is. Of course, I still went to the wrong building, but still, I mean, you just have to do a dry run because you're so nervous about everything else. That's not something that you really want to be worried about. And then parking, because here again, there's parking here and other places, but you know, one of these streets is a one-way street that I didn't know was one way, and so I was kind of confused and all that. So you just want to do a dry run. I think it's very simple. Do your homework on the firm. If you're working with a recruiter, he or she should tell you about the firm. They should be able to send you a link to the firm, and they should know when they speak to the HR director who you're going to interview with. So you have an idea who these attorneys are. You know, you can go online, look at their bios, and then they should be able to tell you what these attorneys are like. Sometimes HR directors don't want to give the recruiters the names of the people who the person's going to interview with, because guess what? Recruiters are, I don't mean it this way, but we can be unscrupulous. We can actually, after the person's interviewed with that attorney, you pick up the phone and call. So how'd you like that person? HR directors hate that. I mean, you're really going behind their back. So you don't want to do that. So anyway, long story short, you want to get that so that you have an idea of who you're meeting with, what you're getting yourself into. Any good recruiter will know if this attorney has been through 5 paralegals in 3 months, or whatever it is, or if he's got, you know, a senior paralegal who's not trying to let anyone get a toehold in the position. You know what I mean? So you just want to have an idea, and if the recruiter's not giving you that, oh no, just go, that person's not looking out for your best interest. Because if you have a job now, the recruiter should never want to jeopardize what you have at the moment. If you're a working candidate, they should want to work around whatever schedule you can do. Of course, you can't be impossible, say, oh, I can only interview after 6. Well, you don't really want a job. But they should try to work around maybe a lunch schedule or something early in the morning or something like that. You don't have to feel pressured by a recruiter to either take a job or to interview at a job. You should feel like they're your ally and they're looking out for your best interest as well.